Hey, how you doing, family? In this video, I'm just gonna go over some random news articles that's been in the media for the last couple of weeks. I'm just gonna go over a few news articles that deals with the current state of our current state of the society and how society is degenerating. How societies, like how the traditional gender roles are being destroyed through liberalism, through leftism, and things of that nature. And I'm not gonna go through like a lot of articles, but I'm just gonna go through like a few. And this story right here, this actually happened here in my hometown, in White Station High School. There was this, they had a gender neutral homecoming queen. It said a student accepts gender neutral homecoming title in floor length gown on football field. Obviously, this is a boy, a young man, who became, I guess, a one homecoming queen at White Station High School in Memphis, Tennessee. And and it's what I've heard is that he was accepted as homecoming queen, but the guy who was supposed to be like the homecoming king, he declined. He stepped down because he didn't want to be photographed next to this guy. you know, and yeah, that just goes to show you that I mean, this is deep down south of Memphis. It's the south. I've never known how. I mean, I never expected that this whole transgender thing would reach down here because Memphis is still very church Christian oriented city, and it's very surprising that they would do this, And I think White States is kind of like half and half, like half black, half white. It could be different now, I never went to White Station, but from back in the day, back in the '90s when I was in high school, I remember it was kind of like a 50 mix of black and white, but I think now it's predominantly black now. But it says a high school student from Memphis, Tennessee is gaining widespread attention after winning the school's homecoming crown. Brandon Allen accepted the title of homecoming royalty wearing a floor-length glittering dress in the middle of the football field. As a member of the homecoming court, the White Station High School student earned a small tiara, green sash, and bouquet of flowers that complemented the off-the-shoulder dress. Allen won the title Friday night during the school's football game. White Station High School posted photos of Allen on Facebook on Saturday. The senior appeared shocked in the photos that captured the moment the title was announced. This is unbelievable, and it's crazy. And they say the lady in the photo right here, that's his mother, and it just goes to show you that. And also, when you think about it, he beat out all the females that were trying to become homecoming queen. So he got all these all these girls hoping that they'll become homecoming queen to be beat out by a biological male. It's sad. It is sad, but it goes to show you that they're trying to destroy the gender roles to like destroy society, destroy the family and stuff like that. So especially this is surprising being that here down south this would happen. Yeah, it's crazy. What's up, guys? This clip right here is a perfect example of how black folks don't take responsibility for their actions and how they try to justify other black people's bad behavior. Now, this situation was this black guy robbed a Dollar General, which is a dollar store. Which does if you're robbing a dollar store, dollar stores don't have that much money. So I don't know why he's robbing a dollar store, but he was robbing a dollar store, and I'm assuming that the clerk or the cashier had a weapon and shot the robber, which is justified. That's why we have the right to bear arms in America. That's why we have the Second Amendment. So if somebody tries to rob you, you have the means to defend yourself. So the clerk was in the right, and the young man was in the whoever the young man who robbed the Dollar General was in the wrong, obviously. But after the situation, the family of the man who got shot by the clerk came on TV, was talking about his murder was not justified. And I'm looking at this like these people are insane. But let me just play the clip.
These siblings are furious. Their brother, who police say was an armed robber, was gunned down by a store clerk. The pair acknowledges that he was wrong for Roosevelt Rapley to try and rob the Dollar General on North Gettysburg Avenue, but they say the clerk shouldn't have had a gun at work. Rochelle and Juwan Rapley say their younger brother, Roosevelt Rapley, was the second of 10 siblings killed by gunfire.
I still don't believe it. Like, at the end of the day, I don't believe my brother is dead. It ain't kicked in yet.
And they're furious about how it happened.
At the end of the day, that's not right.
Police say a Dollar General clerk shot and killed 23-year-old Roosevelt, who showed a gun and demanded cash Wednesday.
Witnesses indicated that the weapon was brandished and pointed at employees.
The siblings recognize their brother's wrongdoing.
He got some responsibility, but not all.
But they say that still doesn't warrant the clerk's actions.
Your own hand and bring a gun to work for safety, period.
These siblings are furious. Their brother, who police say was an armed robber, was gunned down by a store clerk. The pair acknowledges that he was wrong for Roosevelt Rapley to try and rob the Dollar General on North Gettysburg Avenue, but they say the clerk shouldn't have had a gun at work. Rochelle and Juwan Rapley say their younger brother, Roosevelt Rapley, was the second of 10 siblings killed by.
That shows you niggas. niggas. Okay, that's showing the mentality of black folks in America, guys. That's just reality. It's nothing we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? But it just goes to show you that black folks fear most. I won't say all black folks, but most black folks in America fear responsibility. They don't accept the consequences for their actions and stuff like that. So it is what it is. Hey guys, I just want to share this news article right here from NBC. Remember a couple of weeks ago on the news that there was this story about this black girl with dreadlocks, and she claimed some white boys came and cut off her locks, and everybody was saying it was a hate crime. It was a hate crime, and all the media reported on it. CBS reported on it. CNN reported on it. NBC reported on it. Like all the major networks reported on this quote unquote hate crime that never happened. Everybody thought it was real. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, the girl said that she made up the story and everything. So this is a black girl who said 3 white boys cut her dreadlocks at school. Now say she was lying. School. Sorry, I got just some water. School security camera footage viewed during the investigation showed that attack did not happen when the 12-year-old girl alleged. And it goes to show you that one thing they don't talk about is there's like a lot of fake hate crimes going on in America that they don't talk about because everybody wants to play the victim card like they're the victim because they want to get attention, you know. So I mean, this is not like the only hate crime. Fake hate crimes go on all the damn time. So over America, you know what I'm saying? When you get a chance, there's a website. I can't think of the website off the top of my head, but it's like there's a website where they have all the hoax fake hate crimes that happen in America. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is nothing new. And reason why I'm talking about this story is because I mean, this was reported everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the major networks picked up on it. Like, they wanted all of America was feeling sympathy for this young girl. It turned out she was lying the whole damn time. So it's crazy. But because the reason why people do stuff like this because they want attention, and also they think being a victim is a virtue. And this is just my personal opinion. So I could be wrong, but it's just my personal philosophy. Um, it's an extension of Christianity because the whole religious mindset of being meek and humble. How like the prophets were persecuted, Jesus was persecuted. People who are righteous, saying, to call like the poor righteous teacher, they equate being on the bottom, or they equate being, if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, they equate that in their mind as being righteous. You're a righteous person if you're suffering. How Christianity talks about, like, you sinner have to suffer, you're born in sin. Saying the reason why you're suffering because you God shows some people and stuff like that. It kind of like branched out to the secular world where you have like a lot of people who are liberal, a lot of pro-blacks, pro-LGBT people. They want to play the victim card because in the back of their mind they equate that to being righteous. If you're being oppressed by Rome or modern time white supremacy America, how they equate it. That means you're on the right. You're on the side of good. If you're a minority, you're on the side of good. If you're suffering under the police and stuff like that. So that's pretty much my view on it. Why people do hate crimes, or a lot of people, fake hate crimes, and people play the victim card. What's up, guys? If you guys want to see like you see like a true example of how society is degenerating, how IQs are dropping, how people are getting dumber. And this recently, I think it was like a couple of days ago. Actually, this was back on October 11th. CNN had I guess some kind of like equality town hall, dedicated to the gay community or whatever. And I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't sit there and watch it. Actually, I found out after the fact. I didn't know CNN were having a town hall. I didn't find out till the next day when people were posting clips of the clown show, which it was. But the many clips from the town hall, this right here has to be the most craziest. This is footage of this transgender person. He took the mic from the poor lady. The poor lady right here was speaking to Beto O'Rourke, and then this trans person rudely took a mic and just took over and started like talking gibberish, and, just being all emotional. But let me just play you this clip right quick.
Take a moment before I ask my question to validate the pain of our transgender siblings that demonstrated earlier and that have spoken up today, especially black trans women.
I don't want to take this away from you, but let me tell you something. Black trans women are being killed in this country, and CNN, you have erased black trans women for the last time. Let me tell you something. Black trans women are dying. Our lives matter. I am an extraordinary black trans woman, and I deserve to be here. My black trans sisters that are here, I am tired. I am so tired of just sitting there. And it's not just my black trans women, it's my black trans brothers too. And I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Come here. No, I just want to ask you something. Come here. Tell me. Come here. I want you to talk. What's your name?
I'm Blossom C. Brown.
Blossom, let me ask you. Blossom.
Please Google me.
Blossom, thank you. Let me tell you something. No, don't come on the stage. Don't come on the stage. May I have the mic? May I have the mic? Blossom, let me tell you something. The reason that we're here is to validate people like you. That is why we're giving, but that is why we're here. Okay, but
Not one black trans woman has taken the mic tonight. Not one black trans man has taken it.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Hang on, we can't hear you. Blossom, we can't hear you. Here, Blossom, we can't hear you.
Baby, y'all actions have to speak louder than words, because guess what? Not one black trans woman has taken the mic tonight. Not one black trans man has taken the mic tonight.
Yeah.
Show me.
Blossom.
Show me.
Blossom. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Blossom, you're a black trans woman. You have the mic in your hand. I've taken it and given it back to you. We want to hear from you. We have had trans people of color. We've had all people here, and you're welcome. But we are proud and happy that you're here. We're proud and happy that you're here. Yes, but remember, we're on our time constraint. All right. Thank you, Blossom. I appreciate it.
That's how anti-blackness works amongst people of color. That's what anti-blackness looks like. The erasure of black trans people.
All right.
I'm here. We're here in this room. Please give us that opportunity.
Blossom, thank you so much. And we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Now, that was insane right there. That was straight up insane. I mean, come on. If I was Dog Lemon, so I would have called security. I'm surprised security didn't come and handcuff her, or he, or whatever pronouns they're using. But I guess they didn't do that because they didn't want to seem like homophobic. So they just let this individual speak and just ramble and just take over the whole conversation. It was straight up rude. Peace. This is another clip from that gay town hall they had on CNN a couple of days ago. This right here, man. This is an example of when people try to be too woke. They try very hard to be woke. They try very hard to virtue signal to appease the left. One thing about extreme liberals and the left, they're all about virtue signaling. And what do you mean by virtue signal is that they try to put out the image that they're very tolerant. We care for the black people. We care for the minorities. We're sympathetic to the trans people and all this kind of stuff. And one thing about when it comes down to like the whole transgender thing, there's a lingo that they use about pronouns. It's kind of like, they have a thing of, it's called misgendering. Misgendering, that's what it's called. Where like, if you see like a man with a beard, if you call him sir or Mr. or whatever, that's an insult. So you got to address them by their proper pronoun. Like, you might have a guy, saying he got beard, facial hair off his body, but he might have a wig on, and he might say, I'm a she, I'm a woman, I'm a ma'am, You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole gender pronoun trend is all about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about trying to be sympathetic to a so-called minority. I won't say so-called minority. They are a minority because they want to make transgenders want to make up 0.6% of the population, and I think LGBT, if I'm saying it right, they make up like 3%. So, but the media tries to put it out there like they everywhere, but they're really not. They're still very like a small minority, believe it or not. They're just being pushed out there by the media, what I'm saying, because they have a hidden agenda, like I explained before, to destroy the gender roles. It's all about depopulation, destroy the family, to make society weaker. But I just want to play you this clip right here. This is funny how Kamala Harris, he tried to appease the transgenders, and Chris Cuomo does the same. And Chris Cuomo tries too hard that he fucks up.
Good to see you, Senator. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
How are you? Anna, thank you guys. And my pronouns are she, her, and hers.
She, her, and her? Mine too.
All right.
All right, first question.
He said mine too. Let me play that again. If I can play it again, let me see if I was able to play it. I can't play it again, but anyway, he said that Kamala Harris, she came out on stage and talking about, well, my pronouns are she, her, and hers, and Chris Cuomo said mine too, and he fucked up. It was so crazy that he made an apology right after that, and he said, please read, when Senator Harris said her pronouns were she, her, and hers. I said mine too. I should not have. I apologize. I am an ally of the LGBTQ community, and I am sorry because I am committed to helping us achieve equality. Thank you for watching our town hall. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, these people are so sensitive. They're just walking on eggshells when it comes down to like this whole LGBTQ thing, because they don't want to offend anybody, and they don't want to, they don't want to offend anybody, so they can like preserve their career and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's pretty much what it's about. You know. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that right quick, and it's just hilarious how like they try to be too woke as they can be, just to give virtue signal points. Hey guys, this is gonna be like the last video, and this right here shows you how people, especially women, particularly black women, they're very obsessed with materialism. I won't say material. I mean, they are, but that's what I can say. It is like, come down to their hair, their weight. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. That's not just black women, but black people in general. They just want to blame the white man for everything. All the problems in the black community, they want to blame it on the white people. It's Trump's fault. It's white people's fault. It's the Republicans' fault. But if any white person that you want to blame for the conditions of black people, you got to blame the left, because most ghettos in America, in big cities, they're all run by Democrats. So it doesn't make any sense how you can point on the right when predominantly black cities, they got Democratic mayors, Democratic police chiefs, Democratic senators over the district. So you can't really. I mean, I'm not saying that Republicans are saints. They got their flaws too. But the characteristic of black people is like they always want to like blame and never take personal responsibility for themselves at all costs. That's pretty much what leftism is. It's all about like projection. They want to blame something outside of themselves for their problems, and what they fear the most is taking responsibility for their own actions and improving themselves. So that's why like a lot of conscious black folks are so obsessed with white man owe us a paycheck from slavery. We want our reparations check. And the way I look at it now is like, okay, white man oppressing you, right? Don't you guys know that there's countries in Africa that's completely run by black people? You can go to. Only thing you got to do is like get a visa, get a passport, go there, apply for citizenship somehow, and just move to Africa. They got black presidents, a black military, black economy, but they always want to stay in America. Why they want to stay in America? They want to wear their Nike shoes, want to get a nickel bag. They want to smoke their weed and want to play the Xbox, and they want their basketball, their football. What I'm saying? They want all the things that white people make. What I'm saying? But they still want to bitch about the white man oppressing them. That's pretty much the mentality of black folks. And I can say that because I live in the hood. I live in the black community, so so I see it for myself. But anyway, though, I just let me play this last clip, and this clip is an example of the mentality I'm just talking about. This is a black woman who's overweight, obese, talking about this racism and Trump's fault that she's overweight.
Like, I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it. Because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We're moving, we're taking care of kids, but our food quality suffers. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. You can't get access to good health care, good insurance. The research says
that black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet, than our white women counterparts. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Unbelievable, right? Now look at the people in the audience, they all shaking their head in agreement, like that's right, like they're in church and stuff. And my personal take on the video was like, this is a woman who likes to eat, and she's trying to find an excuse to stay fat so she won't take the initiative to like go to the gym. She don't want to take the initiative to change her diet. She's not gonna take the initiative to detox. And that's kind of, and one thing I want to add to that, after this, is like, you know, within the black community, within the black conscious, particularly the black conscious community, you know, you have people like Dr. Sebi, rest his soul, the great Dr. Sebi, peace be upon him. You have Dr. Africa, the whole plethora of black scholars, black health practitioners, who talk about a vegan diet, detox, and stuff like that. So she can't really use the excuse like, you know, black people are fat because of racism. But when you got like people within the black community, especially the conscious community, who are all about like fasting and being vegan and stuff like that. So that's some BS what she says. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. But it's kind of like, from my observation, it's kind of like, it's like within like the last couple of years, there's been this new pseudo-conscious black that have been rising up. You see that with publications like The Roots is one example, and a few other ones. It's kind of like they put on the image like they pro-black. Afropunk is another one. Afropunk, I don't know if Afropunk's still around, but Afropunk was one. The Griot was one. It's kind of like they put on the persona of their Afrocentric and stuff like that, but they still put out, it's like underneath is this very far left ideology, like BLM, Black Lives Matter, it's the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they're pushing like the traditional black consciousness to the side. You know what I'm saying? That deal with the Moors and, you know what I'm saying, deal with the Hoteps and stuff like that. Now they got these new blacks popping up, you know what I'm saying, pushing this you know, our left agenda that wasn't necessarily within like the original pro-blacks back in the day, you know. Yeah, but anyway, though, I just want to share these videos and articles with you guys. And I'm up like real late at night putting all this stuff together because I've been busy working. But if you get a chance, just like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment if you agree or disagree. And peace out.